Hey everyone, it is Chala, and let me press record and we can. Hey everyone, this is Chala Dinkoy, CEO and founder of The Repositioning Expert. It is wonderful to see you on another Tuesday Tea Time with Chala. I am here live. I'm cutting it close. I'm running a little bit late. I've got a really important, great meeting in 15 minutes. So I'm going to run through this tea time. I might even burn myself, you guys. It is so like rainy and humid outside that I'm having hair issues. Like I'm having, you can see all sorts of issues, but glad to be here. So today, typically when I do these, the topics, it's the perfect storm of what clients are currently going through and what I'm helping them with articles that I find and research that I find that's just been done and conducted in the market and that I read. And I love this one because today we were talking just with a client who is doing a B2B website. They are an IT managed services company, and they are looking at redoing their website. We were talking about what are some of the things that you need to have in that website. So this is actually just perfect for them, right? So, and it's based on a research done by a company called Demand Gen Report. Sounds exactly like what right up my alley. And it was done last month, which is June 2021. And it was done with 257 B2B executives and marketing and IT, whoever is in the purchasing role of whatever they're buying for their own department. So here are the most important findings is that buyers really look for three things on your website when they're going there. One is easy access to relevant solutions around their particular problem that speaks to their company directly. So they have to feel like the information and the website is geared directly towards them. If it's not hitting them directly, they do not find it relevant. And if it's not easy to access, they're out of there, they're bailing out. 65% said that that is the number one thing that they look for. The next thing that they look for is, again, easy access to pricing. Let me know what your pricing is and competitive information. So things that you are stacking each other up against your competitors. So if you give them that information and it's easily accessible and they can find it quickly, that's what they're looking for. And it's a tie for the number one, which is the easy, relevant content for them directly. Now, the third one is no surprise to me, but it's going to come as a surprise to a lot of clients who have refused to niche. But it's what B2B buyers are looking for is a website that speaks directly to their industry, you guys. It speaks directly to the vendor's experience and expertise and solutions to their problems in their specific industry. People are looking for industry experts. And that's 55% of the respondents say that that's one of the top three that they're looking for. So the top three places they go, B2B buyers go to find a vendor, to find a solution to a problem and to hire someone for that is number one is, of course, no surprise, web search, right? It's going to be Google or, whatever the words they're Googling. So that's 56% of people go there. The second is they go to the vendor site and they gain information from the vendor site directly, and that's 39%. And then the third is usually like very old school, which is from peers and colleagues, and they're kind of asking, for a recommendation, and that's only 35%. It's like growing less and less and less. And finally, when B2B buyers were asked this question, did the winning vendor's content impact your buy? What do you think people said? 79% said yes. And there are so many other data points and research that constantly prove this over and over again, is that your content actually proves your expertise in the marketplace, because perception is reality. So if you pump out the right amount of content and the right kind of content that speaks directly to the industry pain and that speaks directly to how you're an expert in that industry solution for that one thing, which is what I call your super niche, then you are internet gold, then you are marketing gold, and then you are website gold. So these are some of the things that people are looking for, B2B buyers are looking for actively as we speak. And you need to capitalize on this knowledge and leverage this data so that you can relook at what you're doing. One of the biggest sins, and this is a really actually great topic that I should do, and I am not a website expert by any means. I am not an SEO expert, but I'm a messaging expert and I'm a positioning expert. And your website is one of the ways that you use, one of the tools that we use to convey the messaging around your positioning. So I'm getting so vehement, I have to take a sip. So the next time I want you to take a look at your website, and a website should be constantly evolving and revolving. I'm not saying your messaging and your target and your positioning should be, or your super niche should be, but it should constantly be budgeted to be refreshed. And the other thing is, when I say it should be budgeted to be refreshed, a lot of people think that means that they're going to be using some really, do it yourself or some really low cost templates. But you have to make sure not only that the messaging and the content is good, but that the presentation is good, that the usability is good. And unfortunately, if it looks like it's been strewn together by you or by, like a low level VA, it's not going to get you that kind of believability, that kind of credibility. I think you are the message. So when you can't be there, your website is there. So your website is the message. The quality of the website is the message. So I feel as if I'm speaking, out of both sides of my mouth when I say you have to, budget so that you can renew it frequently, but also make sure that it doesn't look cobbled together and, homemade. It's one of the biggest things that I see in especially, the coaching world and the smaller clients that I have. The bigger clients, they're trying to at least push it to some sort of agency, and the agency, to keep the cost low, is using some sort of format. But again, there are lots of ways you can customize that content so that it speaks directly, makes them feel like the target is being spoken directly at them about their industry, about their pain, makes you look like an expert in their pain. So that's all I have to say. This is a quick one, but I wanted to share these findings. I think they're really valuable, and they're key to your success online, which most of the world is now going online. So have a good rest of the week and all the best of success with your website, guys. Take care.